Alright, good evening and hello. Welcome to Saturday evening with your boy, the Jawhead. Today we are playing Factorio Space Age as you know it. And we are gonna get some tungsten, some legendary tungsten. So, well, without further ado, let's jump right into it. What up, what up, what up? We got Pear in the house. We got Wolfbiter, good to see you. No biters shall cross this wall if legendary wall has anything to say about it. Haha, yeah, legendary wall. Bacon. Wink, wink. So yeah, I did just a couple little things between streams, like getting, to start the stream good. Yeah, you gotta start the stream with some bacon, am I right? Yes, there's nothing like bacon to get the record straight. To start the night off right. Yeah, so we got the legendary oil refineries. We already had legendary pump jacks, which is good. We should actually ship some legendary pump jacks. Let's see. Let's see if we can do that actually. Let's get in here. Let's go pump jacks. Excuse me. Legendary 20. Wonder if you can do both jars and commands in the same. I actually don't think you can do jars and commands in the same command, in the same line, which I could change that actually. I don't see why not. Got a decent stash of jars there. How many of these do we have anyways? We have 15 actually there, so that's not bad. We can easily get the imports to have 20, and that will bring it in. Yeah, and it's gonna keep growing, the commands and everything. It's gonna keep growing. What are you waiting for here? Shouldn't really need to wait for fuel. You got what? Not more than enough of everything, so why isn't it? That's so weird. Shouldn't this, it's getting the signal, so it's got enough of the items, so shouldn't it just be outputting? Oh, that's why. Okay, so they were all green. Whatever, I just sent it on its way, which is fine. They seem to be all green except for the last one, which was somehow holding it. Yeah, didn't it just like glitch out though? Like weren't they all like not showing, you know what I mean? Like they weren't all green? I don't know. That was weird. But that makes me think there's a problem here once again, which there is. Are you acoustic? Acoustic or with the hey Vassi and Dubin, hello. All of them blank, right? But like, weren't they? Anyways, there is a problem here, and I don't know why. Hey, Vassian, yeah, to answer your question, probably a little bit. I don't know. I mean, it gets a great sound from the jar. Yes, acoustic jar. I am an acoustic jar. It's definitely not a digital jar. So why did this create more when it should always be creating 5 and 2, which should always be using 5 and 2? Right? Because it makes 5 and 2. So it makes 2 sulfur, which this needs 1, and the other one, so it shouldn't ever be a problem. But maybe it just was for some reason. Is it because of the inherent bonus production? Yeah, it seems like it actually, but even then it shouldn't, because it's always producing 5 and 2. So like what's not, I don't know. Maybe it was just the extra sulfur But the bonus production shouldn't. The bonus production shouldn't if it's on here. If it was on one of these two, then it would, right? Because it might be not even. But if it's on here, it should. But there could have been some stuck in here maybe from before. That just with the right or the wrong timing just kind of like somehow. Yeah, anyways. All right, well, let's leave that alone and just hope it works. And overall, it should bring the legendary pump jacks over. I don't actually want any more regular pump jacks on there. In fact, we probably want to just start picking up legendary stuff and moving it everywhere. But that'll be a little bit later. I want to focus on the pump jack, the carbon, the carbide, the tungsten. Yeah, that stuff. Let's get right to it. I did increase my equipment, so everything I could easily build legendary, I did. We still have to get a legendary mech armor. Walking around like a hobo with a normal mech armor. I think there's explosives down here. And if there is, I want to make some explosives to... okay, explosives, where are you? Oh, they're over here, actually. Yeah, there they are. I just want to leech off the cliff explosives to make some railgun ammo. Is that a good idea? It's probably an okay idea. Yeah. I think we could do that. So if we go here and we say railgun, all we need is steel and copper wire. Which steel is probably not on the bus. We can request steel in and then we can request some copper in. I think that's the way we'll do it here. And we'll just build a little bit of copper wire here. And request steel. We're not making legendary of this just yet because we can't, well, we've got coal, but we don't have sulfur, but I think we have sulfur happening on the coal ship, and yeah, we're just throwing the legendary sulfur away. So what I'm thinking is that a bit later, because we need all of this coal, it's really not very fast. I'll probably just make an entire ship, like a copy of this ship, just for the explosives, and then make legendary explosives on one ship. And that'll be all it does. Yeah, the fleet does need to grow. And it's slow and surely at this point. Because, well, we got 173 of these again. It's just over here doing its thing. Which maybe it would make sense to go to Fulgora and sort out the legendary homium first. But I put in the title Tungsten. So, I don't know. I think we do Tungsten first. We're here already. That's kind of the initiative. But it would make a lot of sense to do legendary homium before doing the legendary tungsten. So it makes sense to do legendary first on Vulcanus, but then to get more legendary modules to scale up the legendariness. It just, I don't know, whatever. Let's get some of these. Can we do this? No, we can't, but we can do this, right? There we go. So now we can get one every 3 seconds roughly. And we can, what's the stack size? 10? I don't know. I think we could limit this to maybe 200. That's probably way more than enough. Right? I think I could do something about this to make it go faster. And even there, Come on, give me like 1 per second. Homium seems like one of the more annoying items to get legendary because of all the random chance of receiving the item. Right. But I think... there we go. We actually got 1 per second, so that's pretty cool. Oops. I just stole the speed modules out of there by accident. So, nice. So we already have more than enough. But, in which case I'm going to take this out. I don't think we actually need that. It was just more of a luxury thing for the moment. I think what I'm going to do is actually put legendary modules in the miners and get legendary scrap. Get all sorts of scrap, and then maybe build an island out like this one. And like bring in all different sorts of scrap and basically just trash everything that's not homium and then upscale the homium. Well, I guess actually that wouldn't matter because it doesn't matter what level of ore you get. It goes into a liquid. Ah. What up, EXO? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Don't forget to have your daily dose of bacon. Wolf, didn't you, like, check the commands? Hey, Carrie, how's it going? Welcome to everybody. Didn't you check the commands and then, like, not use one? I gotta get... Yes, I did. Yeah. Yeah, totally cool, man. No pressure, but I'm waiting. Yeah. Oh, you're the best. But yeah, so building the legendary supercapacitors, or building capacitors and then recycling them, I think is going to be reasonable. The intention was to have two guns, one in each hand. All right. Now we're cooking with. Now we're some kind of Japanese pirate scientist. 0 to 1, so that's a chance, but it's not the best chance. How about this? This takes 1, so I'm guessing. Whoops! I'm guessing recycling this gives you 25% chance of superconductor. So nice, you got it. You actually got it, EXO. I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of you. Yeah, so doing the legendary, this takes homium too, right? Ooh, and this takes 10 homium. So if I recycle this, ooh, I get 2 to 3 homium. I gotta run from the artist. Let's yeah, freaking thieves. Anyways, calm down there. So yeah, I think actually it might even be worthwhile to like make Tesla guns. Well, you did it, EXO, you legend. Sorry, I had to cough. So I muted my mic, but my mouth was still moving. Anyways, so yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is, well, the supercapacitors are probably cheaper. They are 2 homium, and you're getting a chance of 0 or 1. And you're taking 2 supercapacitors, or superconductors, whereas this you're taking 10 superconductors. But you're getting a chance of 2 to 3, so it's... I think it is better to look at these supercapacitors, because you're taking you're taking 2, and you're getting a chance of 1. So I think just from a supercapacitor perspective... Oops, no, don't delete that from... yeah. Because this, if you recycle it, it just gives you % of superconductor again. But yeah, supercapacitor. So probably upcycling this, and also upcycling like all of the homium itself, because we actually have a decent stash of purple homium and a little stash of legendary homium. But I think like massive productivity in these to get the liquid, and then of course massive legendary to get the plates. Then recycle with quality modules everything that's not legendary. So I think that's going to be the move. It's going to be like we're going to have a station over here, probably this exact one. So this could end up being a pretty big island, the two of them. And yeah, probably going to get a fusion reactor over there. But enough about Fulgora, because we're not here for Fulgora. We're here for this pile of 6 million tungsten ore. Let's go get it. So I want to just expand the territory just a little bit, mostly to see this patch, but also to look. Not be better to get full prod on the plates, then do the quality on the super to upcycle. Maybe up. I think maybe like we could probably do the math on it and stuff once we get there. I'm not convinced. I think it is. I think that is correct. But we'll have to do the math on it when we get there. And I don't know, we might even not do the math on it. But yeah, the prod, because if you're getting it, well, I'm like, wait, I want to do the math now. But then I'm like, wait, no, don't do the math right now, because math on stream while trying to kill worms. I don't know. Ah, this is a medium, boy. It'd be nice if you had a direct the scrap goggles and lab coat. Nice. I think the lab coat's gonna continue. The goggles should work. Maybe it tells both to wait. Ah, there you go. So you put the lab coat back on. What happened to the goggles? Strange. Why didn't the goggles work? It'd be nice if you could direct the scrap recycles to focus on one or maybe a set of materials to get a higher yield. Yeah, that would be interesting. Why did goggles not work? That's strange. See if this is a big worm over here in this 6 million pile. The goggles should have worked. Ooh, look at this. They're like making love. Yeah, these mediums are no problem with the railgun. I don't know. Goggles again. Hey Melly. Let me check actually. Let's just oh, there we go. Okay. Carrie did the goggles. What? Oh, cuz he put Googles. He put Googles. You gotta googly eyes. Yeah, you gotta put the goggles. Yeah, he's typing it wrong. Here I'm all like, why isn't something's broken? My system's broken. I gotta fix it. And then it's like, no, it's just the dyslexia is strong in this one. In me. I couldn't make the worms fight. Yeah. What's up, Dan Beeston? Welcome. The worms are they're trivial at this point of the game. I saw a cool video, I don't know if you guys saw it too, but today with where somebody made like a contraption to kill them with Teslas, and it was pretty cool. It was pretty special. All right, we got some decent coal down there. Got a lot of calcite. So just doing a little bit of exploring. This is going to be our next little tungsten thing here. So we're going to get that set up here momentarily. I just want to go a little bit further and clean up some of these worms. We're worm hunting for the next few minutes. Hey now. It's only a medium. Is this a big? I just kind of want to shoot a big one. Yeah, Teslas are amazing. Huh, that's interesting. Like a pet? Ah, here you are. Another medium. Dang it. They're just so easy. Mediums are just so easy. Boom. I think we just need to go a little bit deeper, but I'm also like trying to discover some of the land too, so look, I can just even shoot it like across. Is this a big? Let's go a little bit further out and see if we can discover ourselves a big one and see if he's gonna bite the dust. I just bought me a Tesla, picking it up Monday. Oh, nice, like an actual Tesla coil. That's pretty cool. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, 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 pew. That's right, we're doing science over here, all right? And don't question any of it. A model. Another 2.5 over here. That looks pretty thick over there, 8 point something million. Come on, where are the big ones? Is this a big one? Ooh, it's a big one. Ooh, look, they're like... Oh, okay. Yeah, it took 2 shots, but still no problem. No problem at all. No problem at all. Science! Brain explode. Oh, a model Tesla car. Nice. Okay, that was cool. That was definitely well worth it just to go out there and kill those twins. That was the science. That was the science. Pew 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 pew. That's right. All right, all right. Okay, let's get back and let's kind of get on track. We did what I wanted to do, which was kill a big one. I still kind of am just on the way back exploring a little bit, aka looking for worms to... Oh, this is a big one too. Not good. We're fine, we're fine. Whew. Okay, okay, we're all right. It was a little bit concerning, but just a little bit. Just a smidgen. All right. Back up, worms. That's right. The jawheads in town. Okay, so where are we? Yeah, there's a lot of little patches, which is not really cool, but there's that nice big juicy 6 mil. I explored a little bit. Ooh, there's another 6 mil up there. Nice. That's actually arguably a little bit closer, with a decent amount around it. Yeah, lots of little ones. Ooh, it looks like there could even be... Okay, little sidetrack. Little sidetrack. Ooh, would you look at this? That's what we want. 5.4. Cool. So there's another... Pop. Nice. That's another big... Actually, that's 10 mil altogether right there. So that's pretty handy. But I think I'm going to go with that 6 mil. And we'll see what we're going to do with it. Because I think I'd like to mine with the legendaries. The legendary quality modules. And then upcycle everything that we get from there. Then we have to think like... Well, first of all... We got to get our grid out here. So let's maybe work on that a little bit. Which shouldn't be too bad, because now that we've got those platforms, we can just kind of extend our grid down here. And not just going to straight up fill everything, because that'll get really expensive, but we will be able to fill, I think, everything that we want when we want it. But, that being said, so I think... see if there's... Any in here worth filling? Yeah, that one right in there. Cool. Just fill this up. Fill that up too. Fill that up. There we go. That'll be a nice little place to work here. Don't worry, it will come in. Maybe not quite that much of it. Cool. All right, so they'll get that down there at this point. Maybe I'll turn my robots off for the moment. And so let's think about this for a second. So if we mine the tungsten, could we just have a facility that filters it? Could we centralize a facility that filters it and maybe make trains? Or should we build facilities near there to only export legendary from there? Maybe. But let's kind of think about this for a second. Like, what are we going to recycle? So these, wow, these undergrounds take 40 tungsten, right? And if we recycle them, we straight up get 5 tungsten back. It's not even a chance. It's just straight up 5 tungsten back. So, like, that would be pretty good. As opposed to maybe the mining drills. The mining drills, you get 20, go in. Oops, I didn't mean to go back. Is there a button? Ooh, there is a button. That's a little bit awkward. Recycle here. We straight up get 5 tungsten carbide back. So we might have to do both. How about foundries? If we recycle foundries, we get 12 to 13 carbide back. The underground belts. So that's 50 in, and 12 to 13%. I don't know what it means, 50% chance at additional product. Maybe that just means like, yeah, I don't know. Which is kind of just the upcycling. It's kind of just the upcycling gambling machine that we've been doing, right? So, let's see. The tungsten we need, the tungsten plates. I don't know if I'll ever build artillery wagons, quite frankly. That's not kind of my playstyle. Yes, we want tungsten carbide legendary, and we also want tungsten plates legendary. But definitely for the artillery turrets, the portable fusion reactors, the rail guns, the fusion generators, the metallurgic science, the rail guns themselves. I don't think I care about artillery shells per se. Yeah, that's really cool. Maybe like late game if I feel like continuing on. Brute cycling may be the best way to get carbide. Right. I think that the only difference is yeah, and that's what Daygen was saying too. I think the only difference is that I believe I would like to also like to hold on. Let me just remove some stone there. I think I would also like to mine with quality. Because I think that would be the best, like the absolute best that we can do is not just upcycling, but mining with quality. I think, right? So I'm just thinking, what's the fastest way to, I don't know. Because like that's the thing is for sure, almost certainly it's gonna be the best way, but yeah, quality, but then quality mining means that, let's see if we can just put one down here. Nice. So legendary mining drills are actually very important. Like we really want to get those. 8% drain. Oh, that's a good call. Yeah, and I think that's also why the Fulgora imports, like how are you doing? Did you actually ever get? Yeah, you did get to Aquilo. So Aquilo should have these now. What are they called? Pump jacks? Yeah, we have 20 legendary pump jacks. I think I only have like 10. I'm at 20. Well, 19 is coming up next to be. We could probably even switch that for a bit because I'm guessing we're. I don't know, how's their science doing? Yeah, no Gleba science. No Gleba goobers right now. That's Gleba goobers are coming in right now. But yeah, so the only problem I was looking at with Aquilo is that I don't actually have bots over here. I only have trains. Yeah, like that actually makes sense. Wolf. That actually does make sense, right? Like just put productivity in the miners themselves. And then put speed beacons around them. Which they could probably be something like this. Why are my bots not doing it? I don't know. Oh yeah, I remember actually seeing that, which does make sense. Because then you just have like one thing going in as far as like train. There used to be some mining over here. There's not anymore. But yeah, then you only have like one thing to deal with. But then I was thinking, well, maybe we could just build like a dedicated copy pastable, like blueprintable widget over here to separate the different qualities and then upcycle. But then you have to deal with different ore, which means you have to then use different like how do you even make carbide? Oh, that's in regular machines. Which you would need different. Yeah, that's a little bit of a pain in the ass actually, because then in order to make the tungsten carbide, you would need different quality carbon. Which would be like, that's impossible. Not really, but like sort of. And then to do the tungsten plates, well, you just need the tungsten ore for that. So that wouldn't be too big of a deal. But I still think that the best way to go, carbon from space, yeah, but then you're managing like 4 different qualities of carbon from space so that you could upcycle. Right, so that you could upcycle different qualities into tungsten carbon. So you would need to like be dropping down different levels of carbon. So I think that it is pretty much, I do 2 belt to each other with the splitters where the ore puts from the miner, and do 4 miners in a group and surround those with 12. Okay, so something like this. I do 2 belt next to each other. Well, wouldn't this like this? Like I've got on the other ones? Right. Yeah. Right? So like that's a pretty good module. Yeah, like I think you're right, Pear, in some ways. Like that was what we were thinking about, is putting quality. If you put 3 of those together, then there will be no gaps in the beacons. 3 of those together. Oh, I see what you mean. So if we did, hold on. But wouldn't there be, like, would you have to remove this and put these like right next to each other? I don't quite want to do because I don't want to start mining yet, but is that kind of what you're thinking, is like continuing this? Oh no, don't start mining, please. Think so. Yeah, or even you could do this realistically and then just have these on the edge be maybe doesn't quite tile as nicely, but let's see. We've got to go at least 1 over. Yeah, which I think there is pretty well, definitely. I kind of want to just take the power out for a second. Just so I don't accidentally connect. I think I'm just going to take this out. Yeah, there we go. Just to let me mine in peace here. Mr. Man, of course you would. Yeah, I think, whoops. Ooh, dang, that's close. Wooden pole. An extra step of quality helps heaps. Yeah. Wooden miner. Wooden miner? I barely know. Alright. Yeah, the only thing, yeah, definitely Axel, like the quality, getting legendary carbon is easy, but getting all kinds, like uncommon, rare, epic, and legendary carbon is not something I want to do. That's just the difference, right? It's like I just don't want to be managing all of those ingredients to try to upcycle the output from the miners into the tungsten carbide. Like if it was just legendary carbon, then okay, I could see that. Yeah, which, like, I get it. I don't want to do that. Like, I just don't want to do that. That's just too convoluted for me. So I think this is going to be a better solution for me, at least. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have like sufficient. I guess like, how did I? Oh, I was looking at this. Okay, hold on. I wasn't looking at the mining surface. I was looking at the beacon surface. So if we just go something like this. Now, I don't really care about that. In fact, I don't think I care about this one. Actually, I do. Sure. Maybe not this one, though. And this one. Those can shove off. Oh, I guess I didn't really connect these. This is a bit of a pain in the butt, but whatever. I'll fix that. Oopsie doops. Cool. So this is what we're gonna do, and then that way we won't have to deal with the crazy like juggle of it all. Cannot build on lava? Come on. Yes, I can. Now this is super, like, this is a lot. I think the Fulgora hauler can maybe bring more. Bring 200 of these to every island. Well, we're probably gonna eventually, like, we're not too far off from getting all kinds of yeah, extra quality. So cool, we just got another level of mining productivity, so that's nice. And we could probably queue up another one, because at 18,000 most everything else is higher except for our health. Or no, what was it? Was it our health? What did I see? Those 2,000. Oh, robot follower. Sure, whatever, we can rip one of those off real quick just for no reason at all. Yeah, there we go. So we're missing these. So Fulgora hauler, you're temporary, and then you're going to Vulcanus. Yeah. Get all your stuff satisfied. So we don't have enough on the planet, actually. Is that because we don't have... We probably should be building these on Vulcanus. We should just straight up be building these on Vulcanus. Like, at least at this point. Maybe at first it made sense to do it here, because of all the extra chips that we have on Fulgora. But at this point, there's no reason why we shouldn't have this on Vulcanus. In fact, I should probably do a regular rebuild of the regular chips. But I don't think that's like a very high priority for me right now. Let's see. Is that gonna work? This is the same grid, so maybe I could just bring this to novice for a second. And remove this And what the heck is even going on over here? There we go. So I should be able to just cut that. Cut it out! Cool. And then from here, this should fit. There we go. Okay. Maybe I want this just in its own place. Kind of right in the way of the pathway that I have there. This can go here. There we go. Greens and reds. Greens and reds. So, yeah. Do I have those quality modules here? Actually, I have 30 purples. But I actually don't want quality modules in here. That's unfortunate. How is it, anybody know, like, how can I just delete all of these with a single click? Or would I have to do like a removing? I don't know. I'm almost done. I have to like specifically click on each one. That's annoying. Decon planner. Yeah, you can make an upgrade filter for the modules. That probably would be something that would be useful. Just nuke it. Just absolutely dump a nuclear bomb on it. Oh, this is the one thing that we're missing. This is the carbide requester chest. And then we have to request in... Oh, this should actually be fine. Just maybe switch these to buffers. And then this is reds. Should be able to request those in. And then also, no, these are the wrong ones. I've made that mistake before. It's actually supposed to be here. But that should also work. That won't work here. So maybe just do this. And there we go. It's all coming together. Then we can just do a green circuit requester here. Let's do 1,000. And maybe even stacks on these, because what the heck. There we go. And then, with any luck, we'll see this thing actually start working. And then we'll have 500 normal speed modules here. There we go. Yeah, because, I mean, we got carbon here. So I don't really, like, I'm not looking to up the quality here. I mean, how many is this? This is 5. 5 times 9, so 45. Which I think we almost... We have 30. So, quality key. So, I don't know. I think I'm just fine with, like, regular modules for now, because the point is we're scaling up to... legendaries. Right, so this slowly but surely, we probably could speed module all of this if we really wanted to. But that's not the point right now. Okay. So just keep on keeping on with this stuff going on. Didn't I like Alt E myself? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's just cover that all. The lava is the new scourge. Oh, this is not even actually correct because it's supposed to be here. Yeah, we'll just leave that. Okay, cool. So that should, oh, we're out of prod modules too, aren't we? Oh, this is just, okay. We're almost there. We've almost got this going on here. Now we can rebuild our grid. We're going to start mining. That's going to allow us to get everything else that we need here. Nice. Oh, I should have legendary bots actually. That should be my go right now. And only on Aquilo, I think probably just shove a quick 30 of those in there so I can trash unrequested. There we go. All right. Now let's get our nuclear bombs and boom. Not really. There we go. I think if we just go here. I don't think I'm even going to speed module the crap out of that one. Sorry, did you already go over why you aren't using quality? Yes, and welcome, Astro. The biggest concern with using quality in the drills is converting it to tungsten carbide. Because of the carbon that you need, like it's not impossible to get every level of carbon, like uncommons, rares, epics, and legendaries, but it's just annoying. And that's just not something I want to deal with. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, so like, although we could use the different levels of tungsten ore to make tungsten plate very easily, and then upcycle that tungsten plate into things, it's not feasible to do that with yeah, okay. Well, right, because if you take this, if we take the tungsten ore and we recycle it, we get 25% of the tungsten ore back. Yeah, let me get my tiny violin. That'd be cool if I had like a violin action. That'd be actually pretty. I wonder if I could make that happen. I'm sure I could. Let me make a note of that. The sad violin action. Yeah, exactly, right? It would be sad violin. It'd be sad violin because it's gotta be. Yeah, like that. That's how it would have to be. It would be great. It would be great. I still have to get a legendary wooden power pole action. That would just oh, but yeah, I mean, mostly the time that I do have spending. We got a new website today, actually. I had to build a quick new website. Not that it even really matters, but I just have the domain and it took me like an hour to slap together a quick landing page at jar.place. And yeah, it came together pretty good, but it was like my SSL. It's not really a web, like we can pull it up. It's just a landing page. It's literally just a quick landing page, little animation on the icons when you scroll over, but that's it. It also seems to be somewhat scalable. Actually, that interesting how poor it looks on that one, but it is pretty responsive. Fairly. No. I didn't spend too much time on it because the point is videos are more important right now than the website. So I was like, you know what? Let's just quickly put this together. That can be something with an HTTPS cert, and boom, we got it. So anyways, it all takes time, and yeah. But random quality spoilage from on Gleba might be a go, but it's also gonna be like we could do a combination where we do this setup on one, and this feeds us for because we're gonna need because in order to do this, we would have to make, like, the point is, if we do this method, then we're trying to make an unholy amount. How come these aren't going? Are we just not getting enough circuits? Not getting enough red circuits? Ooh, we're not producing enough red circuits. So, yeah, we're only producing 9 per second. This whole setup wants 12.5, which is actually not too radical. Maybe we can boost these with speed modules. Production modules. And just a couple extra speed modules. That does miss one, but whatever. I'm okay with that. Do I have those? Yeah, I do. Okay. So this even now probably produces, yeah, 13.5. So we'll produce a little bit more. That should totally be fine. We might need to, you know, but I don't want to spend too much time on that. But yeah, I guess the point is we're trying to make a lot of regular tungsten carbide. But yeah, maybe it would make more sense. Yeah, totally. I'm still thinking it through. Like, we are definitely still thinking it through.
Like and subscribe.
That's something you don't need to think through. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Wink, 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 wink. But yeah, maybe it actually does make sense to just use quality. But even Nilos was talking about this, where it's like, it's kind of debatable whether you go quality the entire supply chain down, or do you start off with productivity near the beginning of the supply chain and then recycle those with quality modules. And I think he found in his video that it actually made a bit more sense to have productivity on like the first stage, which I think in this case would make sense to just do productivity and speed on the actual tungsten ore, and then build a whole bunch of tungsten carbide, and then with tungsten carbide build a whole bunch of probably the foundries. And then recycle the foundries and get 10 to 13 tungsten carbide back of different levels. Right? Dang old lava, get out of my way. So, I don't know. I think that's probably the best way to go. It's probably going to be the cleaner, like one of the cleaner ways to go. This is just like a purely calcite ship. I don't know. I was just like, you got so much calcite on Vulcanus. Probably makes sense to, anyways, I'm not going to get too sidetracked. But yeah, so I think it probably makes sense. I think either way would work. And I don't know that I really have the brain power to do all the math right now to like pull out a spreadsheet and, you know, like try to figure out whether I think either way is going to work. And the thing is, like, what way do you want to do it? If you want to do it the other way, that's maybe more convoluted, but gets a little bit higher like output. I think that makes sense. And that's usually the way that I would go, as you probably know by now, is that I'm like, you know, not afraid to be convoluted and complex to go for the more efficient option. But in this case, I don't know. It's just like, yeah, We could recycle, we could use quality on the machines themselves, on the miners. And then, I don't know. Like, how much are we making right now? 520. So that's just over 2 full stack belts. So how are we going to produce enough carbon? It's only 20k left. Nice. Like, how am I producing carbon right now? Oh, I only have 1? Why do I only have 1? Oh, because I don't think it matters. I guess it was the coal that I was concerned about. I don't know, maybe that doesn't matter too, or maybe that's going to end up slowing it down. But like, this is clearly just the preliminary module that I built. This is making 10.6, this one's 9, so we're still producing more than enough. And we're doing it highly efficiently. So, I think that's the next step, is just build a boatload of this stuff. There's actually a surprisingly little amount of extra sulfur. Ah, there's another sulfuric acid. I don't think we're even nearly close to running out of sulfuric acid. I was just curious. Just procrastinating. So I think we already have this, which means we can just delete this. Just double check. We have that already, right? In our legendaries. We have a little legendary. Yeah, we do. 500 of them. So we don't need this anymore. Definitely not. Yeah, pick them all up. Put them away. Ooh, you know what? Legendary rocket silos. That's something I didn't even think about. But like, they go faster. They go 2.5 times the speed. Unfortunately, you can't really make them and ship them off, but you can certainly ship off the rest of the products. Anyways, not a big concern right now. We got lots of rockets. Yeah, getting procrastination isn't that useful. Yeah, it definitely goes faster, but oh, like it isn't that useful. Sending the silo in pieces to other planets, right? Because of the animation time that it takes. Right. So like you're almost like good just to rocket silo upcycler space platform. Yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna do this with all of them because I did it with one of them. Yeah, use beacons is easier for sure. So I guess the next thing is then just build a train system to bring this in. And then make sure that we have enough coal to really do whatever we need. Maybe a train spine can go up this section. Hello, cheese consumer! Bananicus! It's been a while, my dude. Or my banana, I mean. Sorry, didn't need to misprototype you. My brother Bananicus says the pear. Now, where's our cousin Apple? Do I seriously have quality modules on these. Like, that's so 3 generations ago of my mindset. Yeah, I don't. I almost just want to pull that out anyways. But yeah, it was like that was like my thing was if I get over 200 of these, just recycle them. And like this is like a very, very, anyways, very, very, very old thinking. Orange, you glad he didn't say banana? Yes, we are cheese connoisseurs over here. Nice, we actually have quite a bit of coal over here. But yeah, so we got lots of coal, we got lots of everything. I'm like paralyzed. I'm like, am I really gonna build a train system right now? I guess that's the next go, because we need we need a lot of the tungsten. And that way it does keep it nice and simple. How is that only 4.9? Well, this is a sick 10 mil together. But like, yeah, this is 6. Anyways, it's richer. Because we do need a train system at some point. Yo, Patrick. Yeah, no, we're just talking about that. Like, I'm gonna go with productivity in the actual drills, and then speed all around them, of course, as you can see. And then that way we'll bring in the regular tungsten ore by train, and then we'll build the regular. We'll even use quality modules on the wafer, the carbide builds, and the tungsten ore builds. And then we will build stuff with those and break them down with quality and rebuild them. Yeah, and no way to know which is best. That's the thing, is like, how do we know which is the best? If you're wondering what is the best way to get legendary tungsten things, for legendary tungsten plates, upcycle turbo undergrounds, and for tungsten carbide, upcycle foundries. Right, that's exactly what we're thinking. Like the turbo undergrounds uses 40 tungsten and really nothing else. Like expresses are infinite, very, very easy. The lube, a little bit of coal, not really too much of an issue. And then the foundries for that 50. This gives you 20, but I think it's yeah, that's also like, but the thing is that if we go straight to quality in the mine, then we have to build all different levels of carbon, which is just, that's also just kind of a pain in the butt. Like, I guess we could build a bunch of carbon here out of coal and put quality into the carbon here. We don't need to drop it down from space, because we have coal and we have unlimited sulfuric acid pretty much. What do you think, Bananicus? Should I be putting quality modules in the actual miners and then building quality carbon? Yeah, how much slower quality is from the mine? Right, because you can't put quality around it or else you lose it. So, like, let's go over here for a second and just think about this for... So, the speed is minus 20%. Low blow. Can you get unlimited carbon from space? Well, yeah, that's... We can also get unlimited carbon from space. But then we have to get every different quality of carbon from space, and that's just a logistical nightmare. Yeah, not worth the effort, Bananicus says. He's kind of our house banana, so he's pretty well versed in all things. So yeah, I think that's true. Like, if you need more and conquer more ore patches, yeah, I think we're set on this. I think we just build this and then we centralize everything into here, and then we build a carbon facility making massive amounts of carbon. Maybe we'll do it, I don't know, up here or something. Speaking of up here, let's get some more concrete. Give it over there, you lazy drones. Get to work. I think I have just legendary drones doing it at this point. Nice. We've actually stockpiled up a little bit of everything here. Not a lot, but enough. And we can always double or triple the platforms. This platform is frankly inferior to Mr. Man's wooden power pole. Nice. 4 ore per mining operation. Yeah, we're only at level 20. Really need to upscale Gleba. Probably have enough to actually build another, like, factory, another... How much of these eggs are we making? We're making 5.4, maybe 5.5 per second. And we're consuming 4 per second, basically 2 per. So I think if we were to make another one of these doing 2.7, if we made another one of these, then we can have another 2 of these. But what are... I feel like just how backed up this all is, we probably could afford that in terms of the bioflux. So I don't know. Should we do it real quick? Should we up the Gleba science? Probably want to keep the egg production fairly close by. Right, so do one more of these. I'm okay with doing it here. We get this. We get this offshore pump to be here. No, here. Sure, that works nicely. And how much does this need? Only 105. And we just do this, 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 and this. And then that should give us water for everything. Yeah. Should keep us in the green for water. Concrete that. And get 2 more of these. Right? It's a bit of a crazy hairy mess over here with Gleba, but it's doing it. Right, so that should significantly increase our Gleba science production. So now we're producing 8.2. Yes, definitely pave over. Yeah, and this is looking for exactly 8. So we have enough there. And we only need 8 of this per second, which is no problem. I think we're making more than, yeah, we're making like 40 per second. We're obviously consuming in other spots, including here, which only does 7.3, but certainly not using the full amount. Ooh, don't I need to request in order to get these going? Wait. No water. What's going on? Oh, how did... Are you just not allowed to build there? Like, what's going on there? No problem. Okay, now you got water? Okay, cool. That could have been a disaster. This is where we just need to request a quick jumpstart egg situation. And probably should change this to like 10 eggs instead. Just so that they share a bit better. Oh, okay. Hold on, where's all of our science production? Ooh, we're out of 10, 10. Here we go. That's the last one. Okay, and then this one should be just gone. There we go. Okay, so that's an easy fix because we're just hoarding. What do we use them for? We use them for the overgrowth soil. Yeah. So we're holding 1,000 of them each, but I think you're right. We kind of need a lot more. Ooh. You can't really hold very many in the boxes, but that's fine. We can put lots of boxes down. More than enough boxes. 1K is nearly enough. Is 5K enough? I think 5K is enough. That's 100. That's 1,000 of each of them. Actually, you're probably right. Like, because we're probably gonna want like thousands of each of the amounts. I think it's a matter of like, as long as we are. Yeah, that's exactly what we're doing. 50K, yeah, that's reasonable. So what I've set up here, that seems understandable because that's like 10,000 of each. What I've set up here is basically using this signal. It's checking anything that's in the network, but it's anything that's also over the limit set in the garbage disposal. And we actually don't need those in there. We'll probably do that. And then that way it requests it and burns it. Make legendary storage chests. Yeah, I have them, but I just don't have like enough of them yet. Because we're doing that now on Vulcanus. We've got the legendary chests in here. 250 of them. Like, we probably could start exporting them because it's going to just start exporting them everywhere. And I don't know if my ships are not quite big enough. So like that's something we're definitely going to need to do at some point, is just expand the ship. I'd like to do a redesign with the new fuel because this is an old design. So like the new fuel production at the back. Yeah, legendary quality tier 2s are better than the epic. Yeah, it's only, well, then epic tier 3s. The legendary +5. Oh, they are. Yeah, it's only the legendary quality 3s that beat them. So that's actually a really good point. Even with the productivity modules, like we can just straight up build those. So if we're using a regular speed, that's +5. But if we use the legendary sorry, a regular speed is plus 50, but a legendary 2 is plus 75. So that's actually better. That's a good point. So like we should be building the legendary modules out of our legendary circuits. It actually, no, I think it applies to all of them, doesn't it? Didn't we just look at that? Right? Because the legendary speed module 2 is plus 75%. And if we go to 3, oh, okay. It's still better than the uncommon though. So it's still better than the uncommon. So if I'm like, oh, I'm going to use regular speed module 3s. Well, if I use legendary speed module 2s, they're better. And same thing with energy, but I mean, who really cares about efficiency modules at this point of the game? But productivity, similarly, plus 15% or plus 10%. So it's better than uncommon again. But yeah, I guess with legendaries, it's interesting because the legendary plus 5 and the epics are plus 4.7. Yeah, you're right. Like, we'll use the legendary module 2s later. Quality 3s suck. Yeah, they like comparatively are not as good. But that's why we are building like a pretty decent supply here. We probably, and like I've been upcycling to get the, looks like we're stuck on, oh, on this again. We're getting so much supplies. I don't understand why my machine's not working here. Because if it set a recipe for that, then it should have, I need legendary steel. Do we have that? We do have that actually. So I wonder if I can just make a legendary steel chest or 6. Let's see here. How much does one steel chest need? 8. So let's request 16 just because. Less than 2. There we go. We've already got 2. That's nifty. Oh yeah, we're not really doing quality. But I just started getting some legendary recyclers. But we're still doing the legendary quality modules here. Until we get... We're going to do this first, which I guess we've been stalling. Yeah, so I need a train system here. That's really... I guess I didn't really want to do a train system, but it looks like that's what we're going to have to do. I should have my raised rails in here actually as well. I don't even need that then. So I can just go boom, diggity, raised rails. Right, and so what I was thinking is like, that's kind of annoying, but maybe here? Just a few belts. I mean, that's a long belt. Yeah, and belts, like, that's the thing. Belts are, like, almost better. But I'm just like, well, we could build a train spine here. And, like, it'll serve us later when we want to bring in calcite and coal from other places. Just to have the train system set up. Because, I don't know, it does seem better than belts. Like, even if it's not better than belts, it just seems better than belts. It may not actually be better than belts, but it seems like it's better than belts. And that's all that really matters to me. So instead, I'm gonna go procrastinate by shooting a few more worms. Oh yeah, looking for the mother of all coal patches over here. Wow, this is definitely Coal City. Belts are good, but yeah, trains are just, they're just fun. There's jars, plural, with an S, Melly, by the way. And don't forget commands. Haven't been wearing any special clothes for a little while. Belts help with leg. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, are trains better for UPS all in all? I don't know. I've never really thought that much about it. Even in my mega base, I've never gotten to... Ooh, look at this. They seem to come in pairs. There we go. If you just need it for quality, I use one belt of tungsten for all my items. I already have too much. Trains are worse for UPS. Ah, interesting. Only one belt for of tungsten for the quality? That's surprising. I'm glad to have you here though, Banana. Cause yeah, that's good to know. So yeah, maybe instead of going all out on a whole train system just yet, if I can get one belt in and start actually... I think if they're stacked full, then they're not. They're probably not better. But maybe if they aren't stacked full, then they could be worse. Would you like a croissant? Nice, I think that was a big one too. Easy peasy. How far away am I? Woo, getting pretty far. Yeah, that's the mother of all coal piles. It's good to know. But I'm gonna turn back. Silly belt optimizations. Game treats, an uninterrupted belt segment. No inserter splitter as basically one memory object or something. It's crazy memory UPS efficient. Cool. I also like got 96 gigabytes of RAM. So maybe that helps. Pew pew pew, you darn stinking worms. Yeah, I don't know why I like... My god, you have a beast, yeah. 4080 with a 5900X and a 96 gigabytes of RAM. It's only the DDR4, like we're not at DDR5 yet. But yeah. I've just been downloading RAM off of the internets, the hot internets. Yeah, mostly because I do a lot of like media stuff, so I was like, I don't know, like 32 is not quite cutting it, and I was like, well, if am I gonna do another 32 or am I just gonna do another 64? I was like, screw it, I'll slap another 64 in there, and I got the same brand, the same clock speed and everything, so I put the 64 in first slot and the 32 in the second slot. 4 sticks total, but second pair slot, I guess. All right, all right. A little bit of worm killing procrastination is kind of cool for me. Here we go. Oh, I'm out of ammo. Okay. It's a good thing I didn't run out of ammo mid-worm. We'll go back home. Where are we? Yeah, we're a ways out there. We're in the boonies. Down in the boondocks. Sorry. Anyways, this isn't a singing show. It's a tungsten ore show, and well, we're killing worms on the side. What can I say? What can I say? We're just chilling though. All my favorite people. We got Bananicus, we got Wolf Shadow, we got Patrick, we got Melly, Exo somewhere in the background sleeping, catching a couple wink eyes. All of the best people. And I'm sure we got Pear, don't forget Pear, Mr. Man. But it does break up the whole belt into multiple transport lines. There's a limit of 100 belts per transport line. And after each pair or single inserted, it also breaks up. Dang, Bananicus, how many hours? 07 Commander! Day drinking in the house. What up, what up, what up? Good to see you, my dude. My drinker. My day drink. Okay, so let's get this belt going. So what do you think? Should I get 2 belts? Is that outrageous then? Lurkin, putting the baby down. Right on, right on. The answer to how many hours is yes. Unlimited hours. I don't even think... I think if we do this... Oops. I think that should work. Unlimited bacon. Yeah. Cool. Okay. There we go. And yeah, we'll just get 2 belts back, I think. And where should we bring it in? Should we maybe do something over here, or should we do it here? I guess that was part of why I was like, well, we could do 2 belts coming up here. Maybe get rid of some of these cliffs, just because cliffs. Pshaw. Cliffs. You're so last century. We're past the cliff age. Do it up here. Maybe have some processing. Maybe have like a fairly large eye patch. Aha, Mr. PC guy. Hey, hey, welcome, welcome. And you know what? Mr. PC guy, 1,000. I'm giving you 1,000 because you the man. You the man. Don't forget to check your commands if you want to put some other attire on. Anybody should be able to. Should be able to. Got a party hat in there. We got goggles. We got a crowbar. Haven't seen that one for a while. There we go. There we go. Don't make me go Gordon Freeman on you. Okay, so... Alright. Japanese pirate. So yeah, I think I'm gonna bring this belt up. This edge here, and I think if we were to plan out a train system at some point... I would like it to be here, just because then I don't have to redo all that. So if we just kind of place some of this in here for now, I think we could easily slap a couple of these in here. Get rails, rail ramps, and support rails. Let's move that right beside there. Trains are worse for UPS only because it means you have to use more inserters, and inserters are UPS expensive. Interesting. Very interesting. Ah, I did upgrade this blueprint to legendaries, but I didn't upgrade these two to legendaries, which I probably should, just for the sake of, I don't know, that could be annoying later if we're on other planets and we don't have it. So whatever, I'm gonna leave it the way it is. That should be getting everything it needs, and that should also be getting, and this is also getting everything it needs. Great. Yeah, just to kind of fill that out. And like I said, I'm not going to do this right now. I'm not going to actually fill that out, but I just want to keep that ready. We didn't even need to do this all the way over here. Take that back. Take that back. It's only going to be to here. So where do I want it? Kind of just here, I think. There we go. Oops. Didn't trigger happy. There we go. Big rock in the way. What is that? Underground belting a big rock? Almost did it there. Let's see. Can we do... We could do another 2. Sure, just do that all the way down. Sure, I'm game with that. Okay. And then we continue going up. That's one of the only issues with the double blueprint. It doesn't automatically go under like the other ones. And it's gonna go all the way to here, and that's where we're gonna deal with this stuff. And then we have coal on a belt, which we could bring coal over pretty easily, and then we'll have everything we need. And this should be enough room, actually. I don't think we're gonna go above it. But yeah, this will be good. This will be a good starter spot, and then later we'll get a train system in here when we're going a little bit bigger with Vulcanus. Well, we probably should have a train system anyways. Get out to that coal, bring the coal into here. We should actually upgrade these all to legendaries. Do I have I should have an upgrade planner that does this. There we go. And then chemical plants as well. And then anything else that should be legendarized? Foundry's not yet. Pump jacks, we can do that one. Offshore pumps, we can also do that. So basically be the legendarize everything book. Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. I don't think we're really gonna need that one too much, but you never know. And chests, I don't want to do chests right now. Let's see how Fulgoler is going actually with this. Probably full. Yeah, totally full. Just can't use up the ingredients fast enough to do anything about it. I think that's the issue. It's unfortunate that it wouldn't actually get... I think if I just take some of these stacks of gears out and like other uncommon nonsense, then it should actually start at some point, kind of reset itself. Alright, I mean, it's doing stuff now. Cool. Going ahead and building another legendary, so yeah, that's cool. Okay, so I think we're good here. We can successfully leave the tungsten mining patch. We got our train infrastructure in place. So now we need like a boatload of... Well, first of all, okay. We need to upgrade this to greens. I feel like we should try to just do everything. We have all of the belts here, so that shouldn't be an issue. At least to here. Would be nice to just move this, right? How's science doing over here? It's good, but we're still struggling with the spoilables. How is this an issue when I increased our production? Oh. That's a little bit of an issue, I guess you could say. Ooh. It's a big issue. What's that wriggling noise? We just lost our cargo landing pad. That means we can't... that's frustrating. Hold on, hold on. They die on their own? Yeah, okay. Why are there eggs here? I think that's because we changed this. It was definitely a my bad sort of thing. Yeah, top 10 blunders of all time. Yeah. You lost all the cargo stored in that pad. Let's just say accidents happen. Yeah, I don't think there was any cargo in the pad. Egg open. Oops. So that was kind of cool. I mean, it's nice to have something happen once in a while. But now how do we get a cargo landing pad down there? Can bots pick up a cargo landing pad if we drop it? This bad boy is slowly but surely getting over there. Why so slowly? I do not know. We should maybe make this at 75. Get this going a little bit faster. And we'll commandeer this ship here. And we'll get it to bring in one cargo landing pad. And then we'll get it to go to Gleba. There we go. It's going a little bit faster now. They can. Okay, cool. So I can drop the cargo landing pad and then I can, in a pod, and then I can get bots to pick it up and then build the new cargo landing pad. Right, so that shouldn't be an issue at all. It was just a little bit concerning. I was like, what's going on with all my... Yeah. Let's just pretend this didn't happen. They don't seem to really be all that concerned about anything. Don't shoot, just leave them? Did they just die on their own, like they don't attack anything? They should be fine now. It's just a matter of the eggs being like way too... Yeah, for sure, Mr. Man. You have yourself a good night, alright? Yeah, we should have had this requesting them all before. They weren't attacking. Yeah, I noticed that, but I don't know. They just look weird, so I was like, you know, let's just blow them up. And we got the Teslas there now just in case. It was nice to not have Teslas here before, but like probably should have Tesla turrets. I don't know. I mean, they won't get used ever again because of the way it's set up. And why are these... Ah, so these... We really just need more burning action. We'd like to have a word with the natives here. You're hilarious, Patrick. But once all these eggs get burned, this one's a little bit of a problem right now. Because it can't... yeah. Zap. You're fucking zapped. We got rockets going up. Okay, how is our full lid? Did you go ahead and drop down a cargo landing pad? I might have lost some cargo here. I think he has something shocking to say. Haha! Woohoo! Well, did you see my lid just kind of... That zapped me so good. Okay, so where is the cargo pad that I dropped down here? There it is. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, we can now receive things. Explode. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Zap. Be cool to see like electricity coming from the brain, but you know. Brain is only able to do so much. Right, so it's currently the production here of this. The burning of the eggs that's actually being a little bit problematic. And here too, because let's just say if we maybe do something like this and then like this and just say spoilage, that should help us not have too many problems here. That's a bit of an issue due to it being there. Zap. There we go. At least that one gets it. It's just not able to... We discovered how ridiculous legendary beacons plus modules plus buildings are. Not quite. We just got legendary beacons last round. This should be limited, I guess, to how much is on. That should help. That's actually a good idea. That works too. And this is just a temporary measure. Bonano. Oh, day drinking, that's awesome. Yeah, and then once these get burned, we're actually producing more than we're consuming. which is okay. Like this one's set. This one's set. It's really just that one that's a bit problematic right now. Just this one. Yeah, and it's just finished now. So we should be able to see this calm down with how many are in there. I think we're good. I think we're good to leave it. How's our power? Not bad. Yeah, so I think we're good to leave that. That all started from me looking at here going, why aren't we getting the space science that we're supposed to? And let's see how much science 2.4. Yeah, so it looks like we're actually pretty good to leave it at about 3,000 now. By the time it gets there, it should be just about ready to go. But otherwise, this one can go back to doing the things that it does. And not have one of those aboard. And then we can go back over here and we can pick up our coal line, which I just had to do that. And that could actually go there instead. And these should be stacks, actually. Ah, they are, except that one. Great. And this is all a bit of a jumbled mess, but, you know, it is what it is. And it's almost done. $15K left, and then we're backed up by our 5.3 mil. So that's cool. That is good to go. So now we've got our coal on a turbo belt up to here, which I think could go nicely along the sulfur line. And we could probably just have that just be one belt off. I think that's good. I mean, 2 belts might be better. Whatever. It's a small minibus. It's a minibus. Okay. And actually that's good to know because then we also have the sulfuric acid that we need. Cool. Okay, so we got all the things that we need. So now, what are we going to do? I don't know. We need to build... I think we want to take the 240 and we kind of want to split it in a way that makes somewhat sense. And we have lava here, so we can easily build a new transport belt building machine, which is going to be something we need. Oh, and I think this also takes lava. Yeah, it takes iron. Gleba is being slightly problematic with the missing, but that shouldn't be a problem because Vulcanus hauler. Vulcanus, aren't you bringing concrete over? Is nobody bringing concrete over anymore? Or is it Fulgora? No, nobody seems to be bringing concrete over anymore. That's sad. It's a little bit sad. Let's get you bringing refined concrete over. Maybe even just a 2,000. What the heck? From Vulcanus, and that way, like, you should have this. Nice. You're doing asteroid productivity. Okay, cool. You're back on that. Looks like spoilable. Whoa. Spoilables. Go back over there for a second. Drop all of the crap. Now you can go to Gleba. So that was cool. It looks like there actually is a use case for legendary efficiency modules. Can you guess it? If you wanted to like make zero pollution on your novice base, maybe? I don't know. You tell me, Banana. You are the brainy bananiac over here. I would love to know. Max out the efficiency with one module. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, we got to get this going on here. Right, it caps at 80. Minus 125%. So you would cap it out, but the thing is when you're putting other modules in, then it uses more power. So if you put efficiency modules in, it depends on what other modules you're putting in, because it makes your energy consumption go up. Anyways, okay, so what exactly do I have to do here? Basically, I have to do this. Yeah, they do, right? Well, not zero, but yes, drills don't benefit much from other modules at that point, and it takes a bit for you to have enough productivity to not need speed modules. Okay, so actually what I want is a legendary of both of these. And we need carbon production with quality. So actually, I think we want... Well, we probably want to import an amount of legendary quality. Nice. Okay, so we have a nice chunk here. And here, I'm sure this is like full. Actually, no. Ironically enough. But calcite takes a long time. Yeah, and the coal is really problematic. This ship is frankly inferior to the other ones. But that's okay. At some point, I'll replace it, but just not right now. This one's just better in every sense of the word. I love how it just fits exactly a screen wide. So Banana, can you give me that again, but like in full? Because I think I missed some context. Because I think I said if you wanted to have like zero pollution on Novice, then you could use the legendary efficiency modules. And I think that's what you're saying, is like you wouldn't get your pollution to zero. Drills don't benefit much from other modules at that point, and it takes a bit for you to have enough productivity to not need speed modules. Okay, so you're saying it takes quite a bit to get your productivity science up to that point, I think. So that is the use case if you really want to get your pollution down to nothing, which is negligible. Like that's more of like a, I can do it because I can do it. That's like having heat pipes legendary. It's like, okay, cool. It's not hard, but it doesn't really benefit you at all. Whereas having, you know, legendary nuclear reactors, like it would be cool eventually to cap is 300%. Oh, okay. Yeah. Like of the actual productivity. It would be cool to design a nuclear reactor, legendary, all of them at some point. With legendary fuel too. Dang. So cool. Maybe one day we'll get there. Okay, but the point is, we're trying to make carbon. Oh yeah, and the quality modules. And it's like, do I want to make... I think with the Vulcanus hauler, I'd like to have 50 legendary come from Fulgora. Maybe even 100. I think this is what we're gonna use them for at this point. And Fulgora, how are you doing here? feel like you probably died again on this problem. Yeah, why? Like, what I don't understand is, so who's got those in their hand? Because it sacrifices nothing. Okay. I feel like... So where is it getting the 6 from? Okay, so it's saying... Is it because of the stack size? No, it seems like you have concrete in your hand. I think that's the issue. That the recipe changed and there's nowhere for the stuff to go. No, it's not you with concrete in your hand. You actually have nothing in your hand. So, who is it? So he's got the concrete in his hand. Oh, that's not ideal, but he's got the blues in his hand. Oh, that's why it's breaking. It's because I started to read the hand contents of this guy, which I don't want to. I don't even care about that. So now, if I do this one more time, then it should theoretically allow this to actually work. I think hopefully I didn't do that in the blueprint. If I did, that's definitely a blooper. Let's just take a look at the actual blueprint right now. Let's just say we're building regular electric mining drills. Yeah, I did. Dang. And it's only that specific case that it did that. What's amazing, Wolf? What? There's no cap for research productivity. Only things that use recipes are capped. Okay. Right. Oh. Okay, so you are tungsten carbide. Where's the tungsten carbide recipe? It's built with one of these, isn't it? Yeah, there it is. Okay. And so the Vulcanus, you're going to get those from Fulgora. Looks like you're going to Fulgora right now. From Vulcanus? Kind of odd. Should have been from Gleba. Whatever. Okay, so what we want to do is have some sort of an amount of foundries being produced. And these also with quality. We're going to need some lube over here. I think I can just bring like this. There we go. We'll have lube. Okay. And we'll probably build it closer to here, but we do want to keep in mind our future train system. Tracks. Where are you? Here we are. Kind of sucks that this one would be right in the middle, but maybe we could do one there, one there. There we go, that'll do. Just because trying to keep the road clear, I don't know. Cool. Yeah, just in case, so that we have the rail spine for later. We'll have one nice big spine all the way up, and maybe we'll go across here. Seems like a good way to go. Or maybe even across down here, or maybe both. We'll see. We'll get there when we get there. But just so that I don't build immediately in the way of this. Okay, so Normie underground pipe spammer versus GigaChad long pipe user. I don't know. I mean, now that you can fly, the regular pipes aren't as bad. If you look at them from an efficiency perspective, I mean, you need 10 to make one. If you use 10, that's... I never really thought about this, but like... Ooh. Well, plus 5 iron. So it's actually like 15. Because it's only 1 iron per plate. So realistically, you can go this far. This is your life on single pipes. This is your life on underground pipes. It ain't the length that matters, it's the invisibility of it? I don't know. Okay, so here we go. This is what we need. We need the sulfuric acid. We need... Let's see, where can carbon... Carbon can be built. Long pipes look good. Yeah. Yeah. Not to me. I don't know. Underground pipes, to me, just the bee's knees and the cat's pajamas. So we can do carbon in here. So that makes me think we're probably going to do carbon in here. With this type of pattern. Just because of the amount of modules. Because I guess if we can put that many modules, like, isn't that an absolute unholy amount of legendary modules? Underground pipes look great, okay? How many do we have over here now? We took 100? 146? Nice. Just make sure that Novice doesn't have anything weird going on with the... And let's also maybe work on another... Ooh, it'd be nice to get another robot worker speed going. Electric weapon damage, that one would probably be worthwhile. Scrap recycling productivity, probably not. Railgun shooting speed, like that's stuff that I was kind of looking forward to for later. Railgun damage though, yeah, I think asteroid productivity. Artillery shell range, rocket fuel. Yeah, I guess, like, are you saying, does he know? Is he in the know? Would you, like, Banana, would you actually not even put quality in these? You would just use productivity and then speed and then go from there, and then only put quality in the final product and then upcycle it? So, I mean, if that is the way, then that is the way. Because then, yeah, like we can put prod in there and get like a ridiculous amount out of the coal. Even final products. Like if you can, because if you're using Mandalorian, but quality in recyclers and in the recipes that don't accept productivity. Right, okay. Well, that makes sense. I still feel weird using these now, considering that legendary ones have 75% speed bonus, and these only have 50%. But I just don't feel like putting all of my circuits towards those right now, because our plastic, our coal is like so pitiful. Yeah, the exponential gain in the probability from multiple processes. Which at the same time, like, let's say we did put I think our but we can't put that many in here. Looks like our modules. Did we not import these? Yeah, we did. So yeah, they did show up. That's like plus 37%. So that's like a really good chance of that upcycling. But I guess that's the point, is that yeah, if we're talking about the productivity thing, but and then we could probably even get 3 of these going on there. Which just means we can get 64 of those. 67. Which is pretty cool, considering this is supposed to take 2 coal per 1, and we're actually getting just a little bit more than 1 per coal. It only takes 66 coal, which is very little, obviously. So then, if we could do that, then how much do we need for the next step? Let's just say we're looking at making tungsten with productivity and probably some speed. I'm thinking about it, like even just one setup here. Like, it's so ridiculously easy to make. Oh, I guess this should be level 1 first. This is gonna make 0.2 and this needs 0.4. So I basically need 2 of these. Use EMPs. Oh yeah, derp. Stop all of the show here. What is this? So basically, I mean, could we just we could just do this here. It's fine. If we just break the entire cycle and whatever. Let's do this. I mean, it needs slightly more, just slightly more now. 0.2, and this needs 0.26. Ah, but blues. I don't have blues down here, so maybe I should consider just making a little setup over here. I mean, I could probably just do one of each. Sure, it might be a bit slow. Well, we can always speed module the 2 of them pretty easily. And these, well, these should be speed moduled because can't really do anything else with them. And maybe if these are just apart, then we could do something like... we could do something like... We could still do greens and reds here. And then we could do blues and reds here. All right, Bananicus. Well, it's been nice having you around, my bud. Appreciate it. Always love the knowledge you bring to the game. And yeah, man, you're appreciated. Thanks for coming by. Have a good sleep. We'll see you next time, Bananicus. Yeah, I think we could still do this. I think that's still reasonable. I don't know why I'm doing this whole shenanigan here, but I don't think I've ever done that before, but whatever. Yeah, I guess we don't really need, like, we just need a 1 green belt then. If we do that. And it doesn't even need to go past there for now. Alright, so that's 1.4 per second. So it's going to get us maybe 0.5 per second, 1 every 2 seconds roughly. Which I think is more than enough. And enable disable when this is less than 250. Yeah, so these are actually better. These are giving us plus 75% speed. Whereas the level 3s give us plus 50% speed. So those are already better. And we should probably be doing the same for the rest of them. It's unfortunate positioning with... Yeah, I think we could actually just move this up. It's kind of a shame, but I've got the recycling in place for it all. Maybe there's a way I can do this better, too. Maybe just by... Maybe just do that. Already got that going over there. There we go. That's definitely more like how I would normally do it. Cool. And then that way we can continue the Mamba line here. Ooh, it's one off. And then this one should be productivity, legendary productivity. Please and thank you. And this one, legendary productivity 2. And given that, could it work all the way across? It could. So that's not even necessary. In fact, then that means this isn't even necessary here. That could go there. And then this whole thing could go back there. Something's the matter there. There we go. This is the wrong one. There we go. And 2400. All right, so yeah, so now we've realized we probably also want to switch these. Did you just blueprint and delete those buildings in one action just a little bit ago? Or are you just really quick? I need to learn this. I think I was, like I just control C'd this, but I didn't blueprint any of this. But control C and copying this for the most part is going to be the go-to. And welcome, Dub, by the way. Good to see you. Don't forget, smash that like button. I need... I'm gonna just switch that to everything. Just look like you copied it up a few tiles and also deleted the prior setup all at once. Oh, well, what I did was Control C, Control X to cut. So that deletes and copies at the same time. Control C is copy, Control X is cut. Control V, of course, is paste, but also Alt D. Alt D is delete, so sometimes I'll do that real quick, like I'll just delete real quick and then I'll paste. But you can definitely Control C, if that makes sense. Great, so these are going to actually beat most of... I wonder how much that's taking. It's not taking that much. You could straight up Control X. Yeah, Control X is the best. It's just like any computer tasks you're doing, which is pretty handy. That Control X, that Control C stuff. So yeah, definitely like the Control C is super handy. Yeah, so these productivity modules are now going to give us better productivity at plus 15% productivity better productivity than our level 3 productivity at plus 10, right? So plus 10 for the regulars or plus 15. And even this, if I look at this productivity, the uncommons is plus 13. Uh-oh. Pew, 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 pew. That's right. Well, watch yourself, worms. We're coming for you. Yeah, so all of these should be switched now. I've wasted so much time blueprinting something, deleting the setup, and then replacing it with the blueprint whenever I needed to move a few tiles. Yeah, oh god. Oh geez. Yeah, that makes sense. Understandable. Yeah, those commands become your best friend, that's for sure. So here, I'm gonna leave those quality modules because we still have the legendary triples there, but these are gonna become legendary doubles. And I'm gonna request those in legendary doubles, legendary doubles. We don't even need, we want legendary doubles. Ironic that these are actually easier and better. Right? 75% speed. So this is going to be a better build now that we have built this little quick and easy module machine. It seems to be keeping up actually. Maybe not quite. Well, yeah, I mean, sort of. We look at how many reds we're making. In bad old days, each blueprints took some green circuits, maybe even some red circuits. So like just to blueprint it, you had to pay in like old Factorio. Is that what I'm understanding? There we go. Nice. So that's even better. Really? I was not around in those days. And yeah, that would have sucked. Okay, and we have this tapped in right here. So we can definitely, if we're producing to make a blueprint item. So it was like an item that you had to make just to be able to blueprint something, right? That's, oh man, that's hectic. And this can only be made in these machines, right? Then you had to save what you're blueprinting to the blueprint item. Wow. Well, crazy how good the game has gotten since the early days, am I right? So this is already 87, which is pretty remarkable. So if we have a machine doing 87, this is like over 2. So if we just copy this to there, I feel like this is already going to be overdoing it. Yeah. So if we just, ooh, we can't quite make this hit all of them. So maybe this is just the best that we can do. Because we can make more of this, but I don't know if that's really worth it at this point. Like this is just so much. And then can we even just like, ooh, we can almost get that through there. But we could get coal and then tungsten coming in here. And how much tungsten is this? Oh, this is taking, so this takes 240. So if this takes a full belt, I think that's actually really good. And even older Factorio, there weren't even blueprints. You had to move a building over one tile. You had to pick it up and move it yourself. Young people, get off my lawn. Yeah. It's like when I'm like, when you were my age, or whatever the saying is, it wasn't even push to talk. Or there wasn't even voice detect. It was all push to talk. And it's like, you darn youngins, you'll never know the struggle. Back in my day, you always had to push to talk. I think we want stacks here, here. There we go. We're just missing these and those. Unfortunate that this has to go over 1. So that's the way she goes. And that should be good there. No, that's correct. We had to walk up to Volcanus both ways. Oops. Great, so that'll get our carbide tip, just the tips. This is gonna take 20 per second, but like, we've got, I'm gonna say, if 128, 117. Let's do a quick math, just a quickie. If we're looking at 240 divided by 256.3, we're looking at 0.93. I'm a quick note this. 0.93 through 10 feet of snow. 0.9, so 93%. And then if we multiply the two, if we also want to take, hold on, we want to take this, and that's going to be 117.7 divided by 128.1. So 91. So our actual bottleneck is going to be the 91% of the wafers that we want. Really? No. That's the other way around. Wait. It's not? So we actually want more than we're getting from these machines? Well, that should be an easy fix though, right? Just by, I don't know. I don't want to affect these, but yeah. We want 128 and we're only making 117. What? I think, okay, we could do this. Then we're getting 126. So that's not our limit. Which, I'm cool with that. And it's not in the way, because we just want to kind of go straight over like that. Actually, no. These need 2 inputs. 2 solid inputs. So, I wonder if we can go like this. Oh, that's ugly. I mean, it's gonna work. Are we going to need... We're gonna need 13.5 per second. I feel like one red inserter can do that. I mean, it is working. It's coming together. I mean, if it's an issue, we could always underground it and then splitter it over. So that's not really an issue. Yeah, so as long as we're getting the coal in, which we will, and as long as we're getting the sulfuric acid in, which we also will. Speaking of sulfuric acid, How much can this potentially make? 30k per second. So like maybe we want to do this. Right? Because then that's at least 3,000, 6,000, 12,000 sulfuric acid coming down over here, which is totally fine. And then this is a legendary one with 3,000 coming up here. Pretty sure that's as far as it'll need to go. We'll see. Okay, so then that's going to give us the so again, looking at this, now we're getting 0.93 times 205. Okay, so we're getting 190 190.65 carbide tips wafers per second onto this belt. Cool. Okay, that's understandable. I can roll with that. And then if these each need, well, we can speed module the crap out of these because we can't productivity module them. Well, I guess the point is we want to actually we want to do that, right? So this is going to say only, so we need at least 10 of these. But let's just do 190 divided by 16. So 12. So we need 12 of these. And we could probably do a design like this as well. Well, that only really needs to be on one side, so maybe this side's better. We're definitely going to want that 3. Something like that. Maybe? Maybe? I don't think that could be any better. I mean, it could be maybe less in the way if it's just like this. I think that's a little bit more out of the way because we have to kind of try to make use of that one line if we're going to do it this way. And we don't want any speed modules actually. We just need the ingredients to come in and the item to go out. So maybe it's even better just to, because they're so big and the amount of ingredients that we're going to need, to just have 12 like this. Well, not quite like that. Like how many is this? This is 8, so I don't know. I do kind of like the idea of, like, what if we bumped it up to there? That's not quite right, is it? No, it's just this one that's, for some reason, flipped the other way. Cool, so that's good. That means this is 12. And then we can have belt, belt, and belt. Could this work? Well, first of all, I think we're gonna probably need the ingredients to come in here and the out ingredients to go out there. Would that work? But then this is offset. So wherever this was, we have a hand coming in here, which means there's another one there. I think this could work. Right? Because then that's 2. It only needs a maximum, well, it needs steel of 16 per second. I can't remember my numbers on how much a legendary hand inserter can do. Maybe we could actually take a look at the video, like pull up the video from a while ago. Inserter something? Testing them all. Inserter throughput. Oh, right. And it goes up to over... Almost. This was actually a pretty cool video. So the legendary inserter could do about 13 per second. So that's good to know. That's awesome. Thanks, Past Mike. I mean Jar. Thanks, Past Jarhead. Yes. Okay. So roughly 13 per second is not going to get us to 16 per second. So we simply cannot rely on this, because we need 16 steel per second. And so if steel's on there, it'll work for the top row, but it won't work for the bottom row. So we gotta think about another design here. We need to have steel be... We need to have steel and circuits. Oh, and actually the carbide things too. So maybe steel and carbide could go together, and then chips and refined concrete could go together. Which means either double belts on both sides, or we're actually gonna need, because carbide's coming from the left, so if we're gonna have steel coming in, we may as well, we could probably bot in the ingredients that we need, and then we just say, okay, we bite the bullet and put, well, actually the output could also be weaved in here. No, yes, it can get a little bit weird. No, it can't, or can it? So let's say this is the output, and it has to be the output from this side, and then the output from this side would be I don't know, that gets too weird. That gets too weird for me. I think we just go like this. Which sucks because of the spacing, but there's no other option really. Apparently I didn't get those quite right. Right. So then we have to do some stuff to these anyways, because we have to split them and sort them. But we probably want them just to come into one belt. So then what would happen here is a similar thing where, like, let's just say we're not going to need stack inserters quite, but if we have these going in here, then on these we have like that, And then these also go in on here, but that's coming from the other belt now. And this one's already good. No, I think this would have to switch, right? So now it goes like this. And then we can just have those. And then this one comes in and skips this one. And then these just go like this again. And that's kind of a repeating pattern. I think that works. And that should solve our throughput problems. Right. And then we may as well just use legendaries coming out. Just because. Cool. I think that actually should work. And once again, like I think I'm just gonna bring steel in. Just request steel in. We should be able to deliver steel. Let's see, how much do we have? We have 3,000 usually stacking up. Are we building it and boxing it though? Or are we just boxing it because we're making concrete? Actually, I think we're doing that like unlimitedly. Interesting. Oh, this one ironically is useless. I think what I want to do is just stack this, and this can be a passive provider chest here. And just say when steel, just do everything. When steel is less than 5,000, we'll just keep a box of steel in there. And this will support us. But this should only be enabled when refined concrete is less than 14,000. And then that way this will shut off. I think it's been running the whole time, but that's fine. A little concrete super machine, which is why there's so many roboports by it. All right. So yeah, we're almost good. We do have some steel here. We got 2,000 steel. In fact, I'm gonna make that 4,000. Nah, let's just do 2,500. Just a little bit more. And let's stack that in. First, maybe let's get the wafers going. Coal and the juice. I want to get this through. This should work. There we go. Yeah, that works. And then this can also just connect sides. Just because. And then that way we can get Get this over here. I think we're gonna need to continue it up. That's good for there. And then the coal, ooh, well, I guess this will work just the same. Oh no, this isn't output, so that doesn't matter. The coal actually comes in here. Right, so coal, yeah, this is the unfortunate part about this setup, but we can always do this. And then we can do, well, we could do this. And then that way we can actually have this come right off. Right? Is this enough? Yeah, it's actually not enough for a half belt. Dang, yo. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Wasn't really paying attention to that. Obviously, that's a problem. Because we're only be able to get 120 through on a half belt. Well, wait. 60. So yeah, 30 times 4 is 120 per second through on a half belt. Dag nabbit! Oh no! Oh no. That would severely stomp our production here if we were to do this. I think either we have to split, we have to bring full belts of everything through, or we just have to make this a longer everything else is half belts, that's fine. But maybe we just pull something weird. And like, well, we can't really do this. I'm so done that I'm just like, let's see how weird we can get here. Right? Because if we can do this, well, I'm trying to do all right. Hello, Melly. French and monocle. There we go. All right, so it's either at this point it's do half here and half above and then split the input belts, which probably makes the most sense, or it's try to do some kind of weird like injection thing like I was trying to do, which would ideally be here. Yeah, which is just not gonna work that great. I think we just take this apart. We bite the bullet. And then we just do this, like whatever. Right? And then we can make sure that this still works. I mean, this could technically be on the same belt, but we'll leave it for now. They're awkwardly on both sides, but we can fix that. Here we go. Actually, I think it'd be more like this. Out, 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 out. And these two are incorrect. Are they incorrect up here? They are. Oh, that one actually doesn't need it. So now, if we take this belt and we bring this over here, then we just have to basically we can do this. That's not going to get enough. Buenas noches. Buenas nuits. That's simply not going to be enough throughput to get a full half belt. Will 2. No. Also no. So maybe we just do something like this. And then just copy that. That's ghetto, but it'll work. Then we just need the circuits and the refined concrete, which is going to be a similar story. I would love to just make it all here instead of relying on bots to pull it through. But I don't think it's... Actually, these should all be legendaries at this point. Help them charge faster. Okay, so I really would love to get this sorted before we have to go. And refined concrete, 1,000 of that. And then that can go here. And there we go. We should actually have our first, as soon as that concrete comes, we should have our first foundries coming up. going to be enough to consume? Well, what did we say? We have 190 carbon coming through. Everything else is peanuts. Oh, we actually need... We just need this. It's all one system now, so I just need to get that lube over here. Which could come from here, I think is probably our best shot. Heckin' yeah, let's go. Let's do some homework. I mean, science. All right. Homework, science. No, wait. Science homework? Dang it. That's not fun. Who am I kidding? So I don't know if this is going to be a functional solution. I don't know if this is going to be a permanent solution or an even like working solution. Might kill our power. I don't know. But we do have crazy amounts of foundries coming through now. So we have successfully done it. Now we have to filter these by quality, break them down. We either filter them by quality and break them down and then rebuild, and then break them down and rebuild, or we don't filter them by quality, recycle them, then filter the ingredients by quality, which I think is going to be the go-to. But that's going to have to be for the next episode. I don't know how happy I am with this overall. Like, I kind of feel like instead of taking this from bots, we should just have dedicated building of this maybe over here. But yeah, it's a working design, and it should be able to basically take a full belt of the tungsten in the ore, which we have here. And so yeah, we have a full belt then for the next part of this. But I think that's what we're gonna do. It looks good. We've already got a couple rare foundries coming through here. Ooh, even a couple purple foundries coming out. So, you know, this is gonna be big tungsten when we get there. But this is the end of the night, my friends, and I will see you Tuesday evening. Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturday are the nights. Don't forget, if you haven't hit that like button,
Like and subscribe.
do so. Really helps. And, you know, if you're feeling generous, hit me up on the Ko-Fi. Hit me up for a coffee. That'd be awesome. Really helps the brain juices flow. But otherwise, you all have yourself a good night. Thanks, Wolf, Shadow, Melly, Exo Green, who's probably sleeping. Mr. Man was in here. We had all the legends. So, yeah, that's it. Bye, everybody. Take care. See you on Tuesday.